Good afternoon, everybody. 01 of 1 here. How's it going? We are back to our little build here. So in the last episode, we got all of the refineries kind of up and running, for the most part anyways. At least we got the concrete up and running. We have not gotten the iron, or is that steel? No, that's iron. Iron. Yeah, we haven't gotten that up and running yet. So we're going to work on that, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So let's get to it. Is that gonna hurt if I fall? I mean, probably, right? What if I go this way? Is that gonna hurt? No. Good. Oh, that might hurt though. See if I can slide down a little bit. Maybe. Okay, we're good to go. All right, so we've got all this stuff coming in, which is good. And we've already got the stuff running underneath the refineries to go to the next stage. So what we need to do is to split off all of our iron coming in and get all of that working with all of this stuff. So that is going to be interesting. Okay, so let's see. We're missing some stuff. Why do I have my jetpack on? Okay, good to go. And also that's going to be useful to have. All right, so that's there. That's there. But why isn't... Was that not showing through, or was it showing? No, it is showing through. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm at. Okay, so we're gonna have to run the water from over there all the way through here, and then to connect into each of these things. We're gonna have to run this basically straight out for the most part, except for, well, I mean, we're gonna have to run the coal straight out anyways. So yeah. Let's see, and then I'm gonna have to get the outputs out of here as well. I think the outputs are just gonna go out this way. And I think I've got enough room up here. Yeah, to where I can actually run the mergers inside here, so I don't have to run them outside, which is good, and I don't have to double back and then run around, which is also good. So, let us throw in a bunch of these things. I'll just kind of throw them all over the place, put them where they gotta go. Wait, hold on. Make sure that this is lined up. Ooh, it is not lined up. Okay. Okay. So we have to go out to this point. That is not correct. Okay, and now we need the floor holes. Okay, and I'll throw the... Thought that one misclicked. That one definitely misclicked. Okay, so that is all of that going through. Oh, wait a minute. These are just outputting ingots. I don't actually need those. Oh my god. Okay. Sir. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to waste your time. Alright, there we go. And then these, let me set all of these up real quick. That's 65 per minute. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go, are these already set up? These might already be set up. I think they might already be set up. And I think this last one has to be run at 40%. Actually, hang on a sec. What do I need? So I need 353.78 plus 52.67 plus 71.11. 477. Okay, so we can fit all of that onto a single 480 line if we need to. But now we need to take this number, so 477.56, divide that by 65 per. So then we need 7 running at full and then 1 running at 35%. So we run this thing down to 35%. Call it good. Okay. Next thing is going to be to do these. It's like, okay, I put it on here and it's facing away. The next one should be facing, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand why, like, if I'm putting this in here, like, that one faces the right way, but then as soon as you click once, then it turns the other way, and it's like, what are you doing? Just stay the way I had you, you know? Okay, so then we're gonna have to run all of the power out to the front here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So if we went with the Mark II pole, I think that's only 7. Yeah. But what we can do is we'll set this up, I guess, in between these two, which is going to be roughly there. And then between these two, which is going to be roughly here. And then we can run this to here, to there, to there, to there, and then also to there. Okay. So that is all the power sort of set up. We still have to actually connect that over to the other side, which, is fine. We can get that done. Okay, so let's see. I need to figure out how we're going to do the over-under for the belts and the pipes. I mean, I think the easiest thing to do would be to set the splitters out this way. But then again, I mean, would that be the easiest thing? I don't know. Okay, sir, can you just, like, stay the way, just repeat the other ones. Stop, like, spinning in all these weird directions. Just, I don't know. It's annoying. Okay, so first things first is we're gonna have to split everything off, but then we also need to run the coal through here. Okay. So let's see, we're gonna have to run a splitter here, basically. Just make sure that's lined up. Then again, that's too close to that, so we can't really do that. Okay. And that's going to be too close to make a turn. I don't like this. I mean, the only other thing that I could do is to shift. Well, no, I can't do that because I need the pipe there. And there isn't really any other room to move anything else over there, so how do I do this? Okay, I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to be a good idea, but it is an idea. And so what we're going to do is we're going to send it underground, because that's where everything goes to die. I'm just kidding. But we are going to send it underground. Well, not really underground, because it's still above ground, but it is going to be under the floor. Okay, we're going to send that out to there. And then we'll run this that way. Okay, so that'll run down and under. Okay, so now I actually need to get under there. Yep, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so wall, sir, why would you place a wall on top of another wall, sir? You can't be doing that. Okay, and then we'll run a foundation under here. Okay, so that's how we get down there, but then I need to figure out where we're gonna get above here. And so I'm thinking what we have to do is we're going to need a splitter first. And then we're going to run this guy basically right there. That should hopefully line up, I think. Which means that we're going to have to redo all of these things. That way, you know, everything runs into each other. So okay, so you can go, 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 and you can go. Actually, I probably could have kept that one there. Probably could have kept two of them there. I don't know. Okay, so we'll keep this one here, and we'll keep the other one on the edge there, but all of the other ones we have to build splitters for. Okay. Now that should turn directly into there, and I think that's actually what we want to do. And then what we need to do here is run this up and over to go through there, and then also it's going to have to run down so it goes under the pipe, which is going to be interesting. So let me get some of these, and we'll run this basically here. And then, okay, so then this one, we're actually not using that at all, so we're gonna run this one. Let's see if that is the center of that, then we're over 2, so if that's the center here, over 2, like there, I think. Something like that anyways, I don't know. Okay, so then we need to run, sir, that to go there and there. Now the problem with this is that they're going to overlap a little bit right here, but there's not really much I can do about that. So we're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, and then I'll run, just so I can get the curves right, I'm going to run another one of these here. And here. Nope. Here. Yeah. Okay. And then we need this guy over here. We need that guy over here. All right. So that needs to go to there. And then sir, hello? Okay, that goes, come on, you can basically get there, okay. And then we need to run this out. No, we can go right there, okay, so that works. And then we'll run this one down the same way. Okay. And then we can run the pipe over this. It's going to clip through the belt a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. And now we need all of the splitters. So and then honestly, I should be changing the inputs to Mark 1s. So I can do that all up here. So I'll keep Mark 4 all the way on the bottom so I don't have to change any of that in the future. But the top should be Mark 1 provided that I need less than 60. Yeah, I need 35. Okay, yeah, so that'll work. And then another thing that I have to put in here is this guy. Okay, so that'll feed in and then it'll get distributed out. And then this guy goes there. Okay. So now that's all tied in the way it's supposed to be tied in. All right, so now we need to go to the underside and get this over to there. So, I mean, I think the easiest way to do this would be to just, you know, run it through here like this. And it's not going to be a straight line, but I don't think I can get that kind of a curve in there. I mean, let me just take a look at it, I suppose. So if we're coming in, yeah, it's like right next to it. So yeah, it wouldn't go in there straight anyways. And by straight, I mean like at a 90-degree angle. I mean, it would have to like loop around and then go in. So we're just gonna do it this way. And let's see, that can go there. It's gonna be a little bit diagonal, that's fine, don't care. All right, now we're done down here. And then I need, let's see, foundation, concrete. There we go, sir. Thank you. All right. So that is good to go. And yes, I realize I've been running around the glass here when I have a door right there. So I realize, trust me. Okay. Oh no, that's right there. Oh, okay. Can I get that to work off of this, maybe? Ooh. I don't know if that can make it through. I mean, can it go through that? Yes. Is it gonna look pretty? That's the question. So we need to go from here into there. So noodle, yeah. So yeah, like I said, it's not gonna look pretty, but it can get in there. And I need to slide. Okay. Okay, so with that, we can get the pipe through. And then, yeah, this can all be Mark 1 piping. How much am I gonna need total? 20 per times 8 is 160. So I could technically put all of this on a Mark 1 pipe, and it would be fine. Okay, so I think the first thing I should do then is to set up all of the belts and the splitters. So let me do that. This is not going to be fun. I mean, it's not terrible, but Gotta be careful about it moving like at all. I think that's good. And that one will go just straight in. Okay, so that goes in there. And now we need to do the same thing over here. I mean, I suppose I could run this off of there directly. Okay, so let's see. So from here, and then over to. And then we'll run that one to there. Okay. So that can run there, and now we just need to make sure that this can go up onto there, which should be able to do no problem, but the question is, can we get in a cross piece in that little space? I think we can. Now the next question is, can we get a belt to go from this cross piece directly into there? I don't know. Yes, we can, apparently. All right, good to go. Okay, and I am going to have to color all of these things as well. Let's see. So that goes, that goes, that goes, that goes, that goes, that goes. And then I need to get over here, sir. Okay, so then that can get colored. Okay, so that should be good to go. Oh, hey, there's another pipe over here. So I need to feed that one through as well, which I can do. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So we're going to try to keep this. Okay, that actually sets it up. Oh, wait, no, that is a little bit lower. Okay. I was going to say that looks like really, really close to where it is on the wall. All right, so we're going to run this kind of over to the middle of here. I think that'll be good. And I think that gives us enough room to get that little bit of an angle in there. Good to go. All right. And then let's see, that is in the middle, right? And then that goes into there. I think, actually, oh, that's kind of nasty looking, actually. Okay, so what if I went from here all the way into the inlet here? Okay, so that wouldn't really work. Okay. I mean, it's an idea, right? So that should be fine. That looks slightly better. Oh my god. Hey, there's a cliff right there. A wall that I just fell down. Yep. Not paying attention. Okay. Let's try this again. This time without the falling, if you don't mind. And how the hell did I fall down there anyways? Like where? How? I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so now we should be able to go from here into here. Noodle. Okay. So that is all of the things connected over here. So we've got that connected over there, so we only have one crossing of the belt, which is good. And then this needs to go basically through all of this other stuff. But before I do that, Oh, am I gonna have to do these stupid things every single time? I don't like that. But I mean, it is what it is, I suppose. I'm just gonna like set all this stuff in here before I put in the belt, so that way I don't have to try moving around the belt while I'm trying to put all this stuff in here. Now, hopefully that does not work. Okay. So if I get rid of this one, does that completely... Yeah, it kind of does. Well, I mean, there's not really much else we can do here. Yeah, that's a lot of clipping, and we're gonna have that on like every single one. And I don't think there's gonna be any way around that, because if I were to like switch the orientation and have the belt out here and the pipe in here, then we would still have to cross the pipe with the belt, and we would still end up with this situation. So I mean, there's just no good ways to do this, so we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that it's going to look messy, which does not make me happy, but you know, it is what it is. And that one can just go to there. Okay, so so that can go there. I mean, I could move this up technically to there, but then like we'd be clipping into the floor, which would then probably look even worse. Is that too far? Yeah, that's too far in. Sir, you're supposed to be in the middle. Thank you. Okay, and then that one's already there. Okay. Okay, so now to make things easier, we're going to color these first. So that way I don't have to try to like work around stuff, because it's never fun. And then that needs to be colored as well. And then I need to get, wait, can I get in there? I cannot get in there. Can I get over here? I can sort of. Okay. You're not gonna... Haha, got it. All right. Now that that is in there, we need to work on all of these little risers or lifts or whatever you would like to call them. Should probably start from this side, right? Okay, so that one's already in. Okay. And that one's in. Okay, good to go. So now I can go through here with the piping, get that connected. Okay, and then get that the correct color. Okay, and then we can work on the belts going through here. Okay, and that should be sending everything through all the way over to here. And it is good to go. All right. Next, these things. So that's got to be, okay, so we're in the middle of the concrete. That one's already good to go. So that should be good there. And that one can stay. Okay. So next thing is to run this out. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will get us a nice little turn going that way. This one can go straight into the thing. All right. So we've cleaned that up a little bit. Good to go. All right, so we're also gonna have to run all of this stuff out. Or we keep this running up at the higher level. And then we only bring it down once we're out to here. Okay, so then I think that needed 2 spaces, 2 ticks, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that'll be from here, so then 1, 2. And then we need to go over to here. Okay, and that keeps us out of the way of that, which is good. Okay. Now we should be able to run this down into there. Good. And just to kind of keep this kind of doing the same thing, do it like that. Okay. And then if we keep this up on the upper level, then we can actually run belts underneath this if we need to. And then we won't have any clipping. So we'll leave it there. These, because of how we have this set up, we're gonna have to run these back and then do all of our merging back here. You know, not a problem. And actually, hang on. Let's keep that the way it was. With the 3. And then we'll just run the iron bars out in this third hole. I mean, we're gonna have to get a little fancy getting around this, but I think we're gonna need merging going this way into a splitter, which is gonna be over here, running back into here to run around to there. Or I could do a double merger. Could be interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a double merger. Okay, so we're gonna have the merger run towards me. Is that hopefully in the right spot? Okay. And then we'll have, okay, so how is this gotta run? And then have this one run that way as well. Okay. Actually, yeah, no, this will work out. I mean, it's basically going to do the same thing. It's just we have this going this way instead of going out this way and then over. So I think, I don't know, you could do it either way, I suppose. It doesn't really matter that much. But I don't know, this way's gonna be fine for me. So we'll just go with this. Get a nice little 90-degree curve there, which will be good. And then that goes into there, which then goes back into here. And because this is 4 ticks away from here, we should get a very nice curve from here to here. Yeah. So that's our 90 turn and our another 90 turn, one right after another. So I think that works out quite nicely. Let's see. We'll throw in a door over here just because. And then that's got to run down to here. And I should probably put a door down on this side too. I mean, I don't have a door over there, so maybe I just leave it. I don't know. Okay, so now I need to do mergers pointed that way. So let's get those in. Yeah. I think that's correct. Okay, so we're in. All right. And that one shouldn't need anything, so okay. Okay. So that should be all of the things over here. So let's go ahead and close this off. All right, good to go. So that is all of our iron refineries now up and running. I'm going to see if I can get a pole through here. Yeah. And then we'll run that there, and we'll run that to there. Okay, so that should get all of these guys going. Maybe. Oh, right, I need the iron to... Wait, no, the iron's already moving over. What is not moving over? Oh, right. I still have to get all of the inputs set up. Dude, can you get up there, please? Thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here with these is I'm going to hook these up to Mark 1 lifts. And that's because we're going with the overflow method, and the easiest way to balance out an overflow method as much as possible anyways is to have your fastest belt running to everything and then have the slowest belt that you need running actually into the machine. And that way, so like in the space that 1 ore gets moved into here, 8 more ore, well 7 more ore pass by, right? And since I've got a total of 8 refineries here, it actually works out kind of perfectly. Okay, so that's all of that. Okay, can we just... Okay. so that should be everything good to go. All right, now we just need to make sure that we have the correct coloring on here. All right, good to go. So that should be everything. Everything should be moving through here. Looks like it is. So about the belts, once again, so I've got a 480 belt going through here, right? Which means that we can have a maximum of 480 pieces moving through here. The input over here is a 60 belt, right? Which means that the max that we can have going through here is 60. So you take the 480 divided by 60, and with this one 480 belt, you could run 8 of these at full speed, 60 per minute, from a single one of these belts, right? So that's just the math there, but then like the physicality of it is we have all of the iron going through here at 480, right? And then by the time it splits off one iron ore here, another 7 ore passed by, or perhaps it would be best to use this one. So by the time one ore makes it up into here, 7 more have already gone through. Now those 7 are then feeding off the remaining ones over here, which is why it works out so well. So this is going to be fairly well balanced. Why can you not jump up on here, dude? I don't know, it's like they took off like a couple centimeters off of the jump height. It's weird. Okay, so now we need to do safety. And like Micro says, safety third. So we had to make sure that everything was there, right? And in place. Then we had to make sure that everything was hooked up to it and working. And then we end up with this little bit being the third thing, which is safety. Now, granted, this isn't really for safety. It's just mostly for aesthetics. All right, and that can go that way. That can go that way. And we're going to need to pick up some more iron rods. Okay. And I would say that we could just make iron rods, but this build that I've got here actually doesn't require iron rods. So, yeah. All right, so that is all of this up and ready. We have changed all of the ore into bars. Okay, so all we need to do now is get the coal to move over. All right, so that'll be good there. All right, so now that should be going all the way through to the other side. Perfect. So now we have our coal, we have our iron bars, and using the Foundries alternate recipe for a solid steel ingot, we take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, mix it together, and we end up with a steel ingot. And we're going to need a lot of those. Drink of this video, by the way, is Dr. Pepper. Because I went out for breakfast and they don't have energy drinks where I go out for breakfast. So, yeah, Dr. Pepper, next best thing. Tastes good. Well, until the ice melts into it and then you get like watered down Dr. Pepper, which is not as good, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so how are we doing on time? We are at 44. Wow, we have a long time to go. So we're at 44 minutes. Okay, so because I know that I'm going to need them, I'm going to go and grab those iron rods right now. So we're just going to take a little trip. And, yeah, go do the thing. You know, the thing. Those aren't hooked up yet, which is fine. All the beans, 3 beans. I think this is like Bean Homeworld over here or something. Like they like it over here for some reason. Okay, so the next stages, I guess, is we're gonna need, well, it's calling for 8.9 foundries making the solid steel ingot. We're gonna need 4.3 constructors making the iron wire, and we're gonna need 2.4 constructors making the iron plates. Now, the iron wire and the iron plate go in to make the alternate recipe stitched iron plate, which is the reinforced iron plate alternate recipe. But the biggest thing, though, we're going to need 17.7 constructors to make steel pipe, because we are using steel pipe for like everything, and it's kind of ridiculous. I think we're using it in like 3 different recipes, so it all calls for I can't talk. It all calls for steel pipe. I feel like no, we can wait. Someone just sent me a message. Let us see what they have said. And it is junk mail. So goodbye. I get junk. Well, I mean, I suppose it's not technically a junk text. It was like from like this mailing group text thing, whatever. And I just have to, reply stop and have them remove me from the list. But are they actually going to remove me from the list? I don't know. Probably sell my number. Well, no, they'll remove me from that list, and then they'll sell my number to like 50 other lists, and then I'll just get, even more junk texts. Let's see. So, we're gonna need a lot of stuff. Like, there's just no getting around it. We're gonna need a lot of stuff. I mean, it's like 18 assemblers plus a couple of manufacturers. Like, I mean, that's gonna be a lot of stuff. Okay, so is that morning? Yeah. Okay, so we're just now hitting morning, so that's good. There we go. Whenever you can slide jump into a hypertube, I would highly recommend it. And I honestly have no idea how many tickets I'm going to be making, or how many tickets I have made, I suppose. I'm going to guess, given how much time that I spent over there already, 5 tickets. It's my guess. 5 tickets. We'll see if I'm right. I do like the way that these like tubes look. I mean, they're not like exactly like the way that I would want them to look, but I mean, given the materials that I have, it's as close as I can get. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, so tickets. How many? 3. Okay. Thought I would have more than that. I'll just leave them in there. It's fine. Okay, so iron rods. I need a lot of iron rods. Let's see. So let's just sort this thing out. So I'm going to grab a bunch of those. I'm going to need some more iron plate. Probably. And we'll grab like one more thing. Okay, so assemblers are going to need the reinforced plates. And what is it, like 4 or 5 per? Or is it, no, 2 per? No, that's constructors are 2 per. Assemblers require these, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, so that's 2 per. And I'm going to need, let's see, that's what, like 7-ish? Plus another 18. 25 times 2 is 50. Okay, yeah, so I definitely have enough there. Oh, these require 8. Oh, shit. Okay. So then I need, let's see, that's like 14 like 17. Yeah, so 17 times 8 is a lot, right? Okay, so let's do 17 times 4 first. So that's going to be 40 plus 28 is 68. So that's how many rotors we're going to need. And then 68 doubled is 136. So, and then the 136 plus the bunch that I had before. So I'm going to grab another thing of the reinforced iron plates. Hopefully that'll be good. Is there anything else that I'm short on? I don't think I need water for anything else. So I think the water is tapped out. We're not going to need any more. Concrete we're good on. Wire we're good on. Cable we're good on. Rotors? Do we have enough rotors? Yeah, we have enough rotors. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll be good. Okay, time to head back. Also, how's my little tiny aluminum processing going over here? Okay, so that needs more of aluminum ingots. Okay. Aluminium. There we go. We'll take those. That needs more silica. There you go. Silica for you. Do I have any scrap? I do not. Okay, that's fine. So then we will take this. There we go. That can go in there. That'll go into here, making some of that stuff, and then that'll be good. We'll have a little bit for when we come back here, and we might need them. But now, time to traverse half the world. Is it really half the world? I mean, it's... Look at all these like beacons I've got everywhere. It's crazy. So we have to get from here over to here. So yeah, that's... I mean, like, if you think about it, like, if this is the center of the world, roughly right here, then we're actually traveling more than half of the world, because we are actually going up here, and then over here, and then up there. So, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. One thing I kind of wonder is, should I have increased the side of this to 2 foundations instead of 1? Because it looks kind of like flat, right? Whereas if I extended that like another one, it might look more round. But I mean, I suppose the question is, do I need to do that? And I think the answer is no. I think we've got more than enough room in here to transfer things. I mean, we've got more than enough room for belts if we need the belts. Yeah, I mean, room for belts, room for pipes if we need to put them in here too. I mean, yeah, I think we'll be fine. Now, if I'm trying to collect the entire world and using like max miners on everything, and like fully overclocked max miners, or at least as much as the belts can handle, then no, we do not have anywhere near enough room in here to actually move everything. But that's when you just run a double pipe. So then I just put another pipe on top of this one. And then that one's just going to be full of belts, and then maybe that'll be enough. But we're not there yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. And that is my dryer telling me that it's done. You guys probably can't hear that, but I can. Okay, should we grab these? Yeah, let's grab those. That's actually, like, that plant right there is the whole reason why I left this indentation there, just so I can grab those. I didn't want to cover them up because it's like free pale berries, you know what I mean? And I suppose another question that I could pose to the viewers, I know there aren't really all that many of you, but I do care about what you guys think. Have you heard of the game called Raft? Basically, it's kind of survival game. You are kind of left in or you start off the game in like a water world, and you have 4 little tiny platforms. They're like a meter by a meter, or yard by a yard, depending if you want the English or the metric units. So you get like 4 of those, and you have to survive. And there's a shark named Bruce. It's not actually named Bruce, but there is a shark that was named Bruce in the storyline. And he's always trying to, break apart your raft and, eat you. And then, like, every once in a while you'll come across, like, an island or something, and then you have to, like, go onto the island and, like, harvest, palm trees and, fruit and veggies and stuff, things that you need to survive. But it gets interesting because it is sort of like a sandbox game, I guess. It does have a narrative, but you don't actually have to follow the narrative if you don't want to. And you basically just go through the world. I usually follow the narrative because the narrative unlocks like more things, which is really, really fun. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun game. Like, I enjoy playing it. It doesn't take anywhere near as long as this game, like, to get to a point where like you can build pretty much everything you want. This game takes much, much, much longer, so it would be a much shorter playthrough. But if that's something you're interested in, let me know. And then, if you're not interested in it, let me know as well, and I can just continue this. Space Engineers is still on my list of things to do. They do have a new update. It's the Warfare 2 or Warfare 3. I forget which one they're on. And then I still have my really, really, really big ship that I'm planning on taking to the alien planet. So that is still in the works. I just got kind of burnt out on the game. And, I've made like over 300 videos on the thing. So, I think you guys could maybe possibly forgive me for being a little burnt out. But, yeah. So let me know what you think. I enjoy the game Raft, and I think it would be interesting to do like a little playthrough, just go through the narrative, build ourselves like a really cool looking raft or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I'll let you guys decide. If not, I'll just play it on my free time. I mean, granted, if I'm playing it on my free time already, then I might as well make a video on it, but at the same time, it's like I don't want you guys to think that I'm like abandoning yet another game. And I haven't abandoned Space Engineers yet. I just got burned out. Just give me a little time, and I'll go back to it, and I'll make more videos. Okay, so the next thing that I should probably do is to work on the Foundries. Now, getting everything to work with the Foundry is going to be difficult, because we're going to have inputs and outputs, and we're going to have 3 of them, right? So we're going to need the iron bar to go in, we're going to need coal to go in, and then we're also going to need to take the steel out. And the foundries are not very big. And actually, I'd never looked to see how much that I need to make a foundry. I am going to run out of rotors. Good to go. So I mean, I could put them into like center it here on 2, I guess. I mean, we're going to lift it up, obviously. And that gives us room back here to run stuff in, and then room over here to run stuff out. So I mean, I think we can make it work. But we're going to need, let's see, how many of these things are we going to need? We're going to need 9 of these. And they take up about a block and a quarter. So if we assume a block and a half times 9, that's going to be 9 plus 4.5 is 13.5. So if we count this one, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we might be able to squeeze in. Okay. so that does not work over here, but if this is 10 over here, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So we can fit all the foundries in here on this side. Now the problem with that is that all of our materials are way over there. Now what I could do is run these belts. Ooh, can I do that actually? Yeah, I can do that. I can run this over and then down. Is there going to be enough room there? No. Yeah, no, the lifts are going to be kind of in the way, so we're going to have some clipping if I do it over there on the inside. So what I could do then is we'll run it underground, because, well, not underground, but, you know, under the floor. So let's see, if we want to do that, we're going to do that here, here, and here. Okay. 4. Thank you. Okay, so that can go there, and that can go there, that can go there. Okay. And then we'll run this off into there, that one can go into there, then we're good to go. And then we'll take this guy out, throw in a foundation, and then another foundation. Okay, and then we have to go, let's see, from here. So if we count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're going to need another connector thing in here. And then we can run that over into here, where we will then run up into here again. Okay. So let's see, how do I, you know what? No, we're just going to throw it all in there and then we'll make it work. Okay, so now that's going to need to go, well, actually, hold on. This is actually going to be important. So iron bars are going to be the closest through here, and those iron bars have to go through everything, whereas the coal is going to need to split off, I think. Hold on, we need 353 coal total. How much coal are we making? Because I need to know like how much each line can hold. Because I think we need to use both lines. So let me just see where we're at. I think it's 240. I think. No, this is 120. Okay, we're gonna need 353. So if I put in this guy, overclock it, that puts us at 180. And then if I do the same thing over here with this guy, 180, 180 makes 360. We need 353. So that works out. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's not going to be an even split though, so that's going to be interesting. So we need to run basically, well, actually, would it make more sense? So here's my question, right? Would it make more sense to combine the two coal lines into a single line, because you can fit both of those onto a single 480? Or do I keep it as two separate coal lines and I leave the ability to tap off of it in the future in case I decide to build even more stuff over here? And I can just overclock the miners a bit more and get more coal. Yeah, I think that might be the way to go, but I have to leave myself the ability to tap off of those which is not going to be the easiest thing in the world, and I don't actually need you there, so you can go. Ah, man. So, like, where would I tap off the coal? Because, I mean, they're coming up here, right? And then they're moving over to here, and they're right next to each other, so I can't really tap off of them here. I don't think I would want to tap off of them there. And then if they're running right next to each other here, I mean, I would have to split them off somehow. Or maybe I just leave it. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it. And then when the time comes to where I actually need to do something about it, then, you know, I'll think about that. Okay, but so we're gonna have to split those things going either way. We'll combine the two lines on the 5th and 6th. Yeah. So we'll take so the first 4 will be fed off of one line. The 5th and 6th will be shared off of whatever remains of the first line plus the second line, and then the remaining 4 would come off of the second line. So I think that'll work out. Now, as far as feeding all of this, we're going to have all of the iron bars going through, and it's only the coal that's going to have to jump off. So let me think. And then also we need to leave room for belt management. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna mock up one of these things first. So instead of thinking about it in my head, which is making my head hurt, we can actually, you know, lay it out. So let's go ahead and get 2 of these things. Actually, no, we don't want to go with these. We want to go with the normal ones. There we go. Okay, so let me throw this thing in here first. Okay, hang on. I'm going to put this in here first, because these things are going to be, they're going to have to be pretty close together. What? No, hold on. Because I guessed it out that they would use up a foundation and a half, when really they take up a foundation and a quarter. So then that means I'm going to have like 2 ticks of space between them, which means that from the edge here we go 1 tick in. I think that's how that's going to work. And then we want the outputs, sir, if you don't mind. We want the outputs to be that way, because that's where we're going to need all the steel to go. So then we're going to have to get all of our management stuff going this way. Now, this is going to be challenging. So let me just get one of these things in. So that's going to have to go here. I think that's 1 off. Yeah, 1 tick off of there, I think. And then we should be roughly, yeah, okay. So I think that works out. Yeah, so the middle should be lined up with the middle of the left half. So if that's like the 25% line, the 50% line, this would be the 75% line. So that's where that has to be lined up at. Okay, so that's good. And then we're lined up in the center, for the most part anyways. So let's see. I don't know. Can that reach from there? I don't remember. Yes, okay. So that's where that's going to line up. And then I feel like these need to line up here. I think, right? Okay, so now if I do the solid steel ingot, 40 and 40, so we can do our Mark 1 things here. Also, are you set to a Mark IV? You should be set to a Mark I. There we go. I'm like, why is this starting off at a Mark IV instead of a Mark I? It's weird. Okay, so we've got this. And then we have to run this out. Ew, how are we going to do this? This is nasty. I mean, ideally what we would do is we would run one line on this side of these things and we would run the other line over here. But we don't have room for that. Not unless we want to use up another foundation. So, I mean, I could move it one more tick this way, which would then move this one tick over there, but that's not going to be enough to put a merger or a splitter over here. So we're either going to have to deal with a lot of clipping, or we're going to have to make this a bit more interesting. So what I'm thinking right now is that if I raise this up a piece of a wall, so like one of these, right? 1 meter. So it's not much, right? But it is enough to run a belt through. So then if I have one splitter set at ground level and another splitter set up at 1 meter up, then they could technically run under each other. But I would need to lift everything here up by 1 meter, which is doable. And it would mean that we wouldn't have any overlapping. So let me get rid of all of this. Okay, now we take the foundations up at this level. So it gives us just a little bit more space to work with. Let's see, we're going to want to color these probably black. No. Foundation gray is what we want. So that'll be this color. Doesn't look like it's the right color. But I mean, I guess that's what it's supposed to be. What if I went with this color? No, that's too light. And if I went with this color, it's still too light. Okay, so we'll keep it there. I think black was too dark. Then again, hold on, let me just run black through here again. I mean, black works better with the hex windows, so I think I'll keep it like that. Okay. So now that we've got this set up, for one thing, I can't actually jump up there any. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh my god. Here I was, saved, and then I fall off the foundation. Oh my god. So I know that this is kind of annoying, but when you land in water, like it actually speeds you up a little bit. So instead of just like swimming at like the normal super slow speed, if you jump out of the water each time, then every time that you land, you get that little speed boost. And you know, if you do that little speed boost, it does wear off like after a second or so. Probably more like half a second. But if you do that, you can actually cross things a little bit faster. You don't need you there. All right, sir, you. So as I was saying, you can't get up there anymore without a slide jump because it's up too high. So that will be fine, I think. I mean, it's going to be weird that this is up like an extra meter compared to everything else, but It's to make the belting under look nicer, so we're gonna go with it. All right. It's like really like touchy for some reason. Like when you're in the air, like I could just like tap back and I would land like right on top of here, but now it's like you tap back and it's like it pushes you way over here. So I don't know. Weird things, weird things. Okay. So that is, I mean, it looks like that's the center, but it says that that's the center, so. Yeah, because like if I'm looking at the middle line, I mean, that's where it says the center is, which is weird. Or maybe because it thinks that, yeah, so like compare the aqua blue color, whatever thing for the output and see how close that is to like the actual outer part, right? Just like compare it to the arrows, right? So it's pretty close. And then you go over here and the input is like twice as far away from the 3 little dashed lines there than that is. So that's why it's throwing kind of everything off. But I mean, it's whatever. Put that there. That should get us even with the 75% line. Okay, good to go. Okay, so that can go there, that can go there. All right. All right, so that is now set up the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so now for the interesting part. What we need to do is run this guy in here temporarily, right, at this higher level. And then I'm also going to need room to move these things. Well, hold on, I might not need to use those at all. So just bear with me for a moment. Okay, so this is going to need to be a splitter. And we're basically going to run both of these splitters in the same line. So, and then we're going to have the input come from the middle of the 2 platforms here. Let's see, we're going to move that over to there. No, that is not correct. The lines are messing me up. Okay, so it's not there, but here. Right, right. I mean, would it have worked all the way over there? I mean, probably. And that would make it line up better with the foundation, so maybe we'll try it. Oh, one thing I didn't check is how many... Okay, so I got 415 of those. Okay, so that should hopefully be enough. Okay, so that does match up there. Okay. So now that we've got that there, what we do is we get rid of this foundation, and then we install this other splitter, also with the input coming in from the right. Make sure there's foundation behind me to stand on. All right. Okay, I need you to line up here. I think that's correct. That is not correct. Oh my god, it's so hard to line these things up. I've got like green lines like all over the frickin' place. Is it here? Is it there? Is it there? Like we got a green line there, green line here going horizontal. We got a green line going there horizontal. I don't know. We'll just pretend that that's good. Okay. Now with this, we can run a belt under this. It is going to clip a little bit, but we'll run these 2 belts basically on top of each other. And one of these lines is going to have to be the iron, and then the other line is going to have to be the first of the coal. So that's going to be interesting. And we can run that out to there, I think. And there. so that's good there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, you're not facing the right way, dude. What are you doing? Splitter. Rotate. Good. Good. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Okay, so we'll make the bottom line the iron, and we'll make this top line be the first of the coal. Okay, so now if the iron is coming through over here, now we're gonna have to make this next one be the iron, I think. And that's just based off of how it's set up over there. I'm just trying to make all this stuff work, man. It's not easy. And I feel like I have to sneeze on top of it. But it's like, I have to sneeze, like, the feeling is there, but it's like, I'm not getting, like, I don't know, like the sneeze reaction, I guess. It's just annoying. Okay. So this can go there, there, and there. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. All right, so that's there. So we should be able to close this up now. All right. And now we need to go over to here, where we need to line up the belts. Once again, hopefully I have enough. All right, so how far can we go? Okay. So we're gonna run it just to the edge here. All right, so there are the belts going to there. Cover that up again, and then we'll head over to here. Now this is when I need to start thinking about how I'm going to turn all of this. So, I mean, what I'm going to have to do is have the coal be the first one through here. But is that going to be the best way to do this? I mean, no, it's not even close. That's the one on the bottom. So this is the one that I want to be iron, but the only way to actually get that over here is to make it kind of go through or go over the other two belts. So we'll go with that. Okay. And then, let's see, so then the other two, we can run them to here and here. And actually, it's not going to go there. It's going to go here. Okay. So then we go from here into there, from here into there. And then I'm going to run another couple of foundations so I have a little bit of room to work over here. All right, now here's the complicated thing. I can't run this there because it'll put the belt in the foundation, right? So I can't use that because it doesn't have any of like the middle areas in there. So I'm gonna have to run this off of the columns or painted beams, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so then that's gonna have to go even with this, right? and then over 2. Okay, so this is anticipating the turn. So we'll run that there. And then from over here, basically do the same thing. First I need the painted beam. All right, so we have to get the belt centered here. So we're gonna move 1, 2 over. And I just double place that, my bad. Okay, so now that should make a nice 90-degree turn. And then, if I'm lucky, that will be able to go into there. And also, let's see, how much iron are we going to have going through here total? So according to the calculator, it says 353.78 plus 52.67 plus 71.11. So that is barely under a 480 line. Okay, so we can make this work. It will work. Maybe. Possibly. Okay, so that does go into there. Good to go. Okay. So we'll get rid of that and that, because that has now done its job. We can also get rid of that foundation. All right, and then we can run from here into here. Okay, so that'll go over those belts. Good to go. And I'm gonna have to slide under this. I'm gonna throw in another foundation here. There we go. Okay, so now from here, okay, so that's in the middle, so we go back 2. And then we'll get rid of these. All right, now this is gonna have to go from here up to here. Okay, now we can get rid of that. And then we run this from here to there. Okay. So now that is the belt running through, over, and then up. And then these can then move down this way. So actually, I still needed that foundation. Actually, we're just going to run that all the way down, because we're going to have to come off of there somewhere. I don't know quite where yet. But we're going to run this first belt here into here. And that's going to be, is that going to make a good turn? I think that actually might make a good turn. Okay. Yeah, that'll work out nicely. Okay, so then we get rid of these things. There we go. Nice turn. Okay, so that's it for that line. That's going to go up 4.5. I say 4.5 because it's going to be split on that 5th one. And that's, I'm counting foundries. So 4.5 foundries down, which means I need to run out all of this. And also, where are we at for time? Hour 29? Okay. All right, so we'll run that down. I think I am going to run out of rotors, but I might have, oh right, I have to slide jump onto here. Hup. Good job. Okay. So, now where is that? That's lined up with the middle. Okay. I have to figure out the right spacing for these things, which is going to be fun. Also, that is not the right line. That one is. Okay. So I think I have to move over 2 ticks. So 1, 2. And then if every single one of these lines up on the middle, okay. So it's like in the middle of this foundation, and then it's in between 2 foundations. So the next one should be in the middle of the next foundation. The next one should be in between the 2 foundations. So it'll keep repeating that pattern, which is good to go. So let me just put all of these in. 2. That'll be good. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we need 9. Okay, so I think that'll be another 2 foundations, which runs us basically over here to the edge, which is good to go. And then we'll run that there. Now, we still need to run the iron the rest of the way through, because that iron has to go to other places as well. All right, so that's lined up over here. So what I am going to do is all the coal here should be moved, or should be used up, I should say. So what I can do then is to take this guy, and that's going to be the output for the iron, and then this is going to be the output for the steel. So then we should have iron ingots and then steel ingots coming out of here, which I think will work out. Now, I think there's going to be a full half platform left over because it's 1.5 and it's an odd number, which kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so half of a platform left over here. And then given the space, this is like maybe 4 ticks, maybe 6 ticks if we go all the way to the edge here. But we have more than that many spaces, so this is as close as or as far as spaced out as I can get these without going over the edge. So I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, it's just going to be kind of a pain, but we'll get it done. All right, so what else can I do here? I can run these things all the way down that way. I suppose something I could do is shift all of these down, like 2 clicks. 1 click, 2 clicks, probably 2 clicks. But then I would have to replace them all, which would be kind of a pain, and I'd have to redo all of that, which would also be a pain, and I'd have to redo everything underneath there, which would also be a pain. So I think we're just going to leave it. And I should probably put a railing over there on the edge so I don't fall off, because odds are that's going to happen one of these days. I mean, technically I have fallen off once over there on the wall, and then once through the foundation into the water. Ugh, I don't know. All right, so that can go there. And that is all of the things. We'll throw in a door over here. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll throw in a hex frame window here. Okay. And then the rest of this can be hex frame windows going all the way down. And I'm probably going to run out of silica if I keep doing that. And then I'll put in another door over here. And you know, it actually might be better to have that half... Wait, why are you not the centered one, sir? Centered door. Because with this half platform of space, I can maneuver the belt pretty much to any location. So depending on where the mergers come out, if it's over here, that makes a good turn. Here, straight in, obviously, over here makes a good turn as well. And basically anywhere, yeah, like anywhere along here Like I can go from this space all the way over to here within those 4 ticks. So that will actually work out, I think. Okay, so that's that. Should be all the things, doing all of the things. Okay. We're gonna have to run the power in the back. Okay. So if I do 1, 2, hang on. Okay. Sorry, I'm just running it out through my head right now. So we'll do this right here, and then we'll do, hang on, so this is 1, 2, 3. So then in the middle of this one, and then in between the 2 over here, no, this is not in the right spot. Between these 2, okay. So that's going to be in the middle, roughly. Okay. And then we'll run another pole here to connect in over there. And then that can go into there. Good to go. Now this will feed this one, this one, this one, and this one. This one will feed that one. And then this one will feed these 4. Okay. So that is all of that powered. All right, so now let's just set all of these things. And yes, I could do copy paste for the stuff. So for example, if I went through here and then I copied the settings, right? I could then click on this one and then just Control V. But Control V is like 2 clicks. Well, I mean, you have to like right click to open the thing and then Control and then V. Whereas I could just go from here and then click. So it's one less step. But it can be done both ways, depending on how you want to do it. Okay, so, and you guys probably want some light, right? All right. So now I need to get all of these holes in here. Is that in the right spot? Yes. Is that all of them? That is all of them. Okay. So now we need to connect all of these things in, which is going to be interesting. So I'll just do it backing up if it will calm down for a minute. All right. And once again, this would be like a perfect thing. Like when I click it once, like already be in the same direction the last one was placed. Like why are you rotating? I don't understand. And it always like, it's like from here, like, and then from here it like rotates the other way, right? So it's like east and west. Is that like a thing or something? It's just kind of annoying. Because like from the last one, it's like 90 degrees to the right. And then it's like, on the next one, it's like 90 degrees to the left. And then 90 degrees to the right. And then 90 degrees to the left. It's kind of annoying. Is that all of them? Okay. But they're all in here, so we're good to go as far as this is concerned. I could do the railing, as long as I'm up here. And then this is going to have to go out to here. That's going to have to go down that way. Okay, so this is going to have to go out 8. That doesn't want to do anything. Sir, just work with me here. Okay, so that is that. All right, so this is going to be located not in the center, but a tick off center. Okay. So not center, but tick off center, right? Right. That's going to put out 60 per minute, so I could get by with a Mark 1 belt. But I'm going to run 480s just because I can. To the left, 90 to the right, 90 to the left, 90 to the right. Like, why does it do that? Like, is it assuming that I'm going to be alternating the inputs on this thing? Like, what? Like, why? I don't know. But anyways, with that, we've got all of the things. And that was the moon passing by our space elevator. Okay. All right. Now for the interesting part. So I'm going to have to run this up and then down that way. And then it's got to be on the edge here. And then the splitter has to be turning that way. And we go to the second one each time. Okay. Actually, we didn't need that here. We can just run that straight in. Actually, wait. Hang on. Okay, so this is going to be the coal coming through. And we may want to increase the coal, so I think I am going to put a splitter here, just that way I have something to pull off of in the future if I need it. Okay. So, splitter. Here. And then I'm going to throw in one of these little sine dealios. Okay, so now if I ever need coal in the future, I can pull off of here and the belt is going to run under it. And that should be good to go. Okay, but now I'm going to have to change this up a little bit because I am going to have to merge two of these lines to come together for the fifth one. So let's see. And then I should probably run these through here as well. No, this is going to be clipping through this splitter down here. I don't like it. Actually, what is that even going to look like? Is it going to look like both are going into the same splitter? Like, what is that going to look like? Right? Because, I mean, we're going to have this belt going down on this end, and this one's going to be clipping through. Oh, we're going to have to run this belt first. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to clip to anything. Okay, so that's... Yo, what? Wait, what? Wait, how? Wait, what? Input. Why did I run a merger here? Dude, like what? What? Oh wait, no. That... Yeah, that needed to be a splitter, not a merger. Like, what am I doing? Going crazy here, man. Rotate. Okay, let's try this again. Splitter. Yes, yes. Okay. Splitter input has to be towards me. And then out that way. Okay. It's weird. Okay, so Mark IV, if you don't mind. Misplaced it. Okay. Now, if you don't mind, can you place it in the right place this time? Are you lined up this time correctly? I think it is. Okay. Whoa. Hey. I did not tell you... Is it going to let me up? Yes. I did not tell you to update that to a Mark IV, sir. Stay as a Mark I. Now actually click on that part, which is the part that I actually need you to click on. Okay. So now we should be able to run through here. This is a splitter, right? Yes, okay. Like if I put mergers like on everything, that would have just made me both angry and sad at the same time. Okay. So we need to run this through. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to run this into a merger over here. And then have the coal, the second coal, come down through there. So this is where we need the merger. All right, and now where do I want to put this? Like here? And that has to go that way. I think, no, we can't put it there. Okay, so it has to move over. So we leave room for stuff to get through over there. So I'm thinking we gotta do it right there. Get her done. Okay. And then we need hole in the ground. Hole in the ground. There we go. Alright, so that can go here. And then this will be our second Mark IV line. Going into there. And then that combines with whatever's left over here. Okay. So that goes through here, merges with the new line coming through here. Okay. And then all of that goes out to here. So now I need to run all of these lines And just realized something. If I have this set off, so let's say that, okay. So this is going to be one extra coal output for one line. Our other line ends way down there, remember? So we're going to have to run out of here, down. Man, this is just confusing. Hold on, I don't want to move it there. Let's move it here. I think that'll be good. Okay. So that is the remains of the mark of the first line. So if I ever bump this up past 180 and I'm pulling out like as much as I can out of that particular node, then I want to use up everything that I can use up in these four, right? Well, 4.5, I guess. And then whatever is left over will go down and then shoot out that way, and it'll meet up with the other coal output over here. And how the hell I'm going to get that to work, I don't know. But we'll figure something out. I mean, it's probably going to have to come up. Well, let's see. So if that's right there, right? So if we go 1, 2, like right there. That's where that's going to have to come up. And then I'll give myself another note. Okay, coal select. Extra coal output. Okay. So that's going to be our 2 coal outputs coming through there if I need them. And then I have to figure out, because I'm going to need, this is making my head hurt. Okay, so, right. So the iron bars are going to have to go across through here, right? We're going to have to come out through there for the, no, that's got to be iron ore. So then, no, that's iron bars. Iron bars are coming out through there. So the iron bars have to come out here. And I have to do this in such a way. So let me throw in this splitter here. That's got to be coming in from that way. It's going to look super, super weird. But even though it looks like it's going through the splitter, which is kind of cool, by the way, it's not actually going into this splitter. It's clipping through it, but it looks like it's going into it. So I think once I have the iron going actually through here, it's going to create kind of like a cool effect, I think. Okay. Now, if that's going to be... So we already made our input the Mark 1s, right? Up on top. So I can keep this at a Mark 4 and be fine. And that should not be pulling anything. It is not. Okay. Now I have to go from here over to here. And then also keeping in mind... Actually, hang on. What if I lifted this up? Right? So it's now at the same level as that. Is that going to work? Because then I can pull that out that way if I need to, and we won't be going over any of the lines here, which is kind of what we're going for. All right, so then this thing can go all the way out to the middle. And then we get a nice little bend right there. So that's going to be our iron bars. Whatever we're not using is going out through here. Okay. And then we can have our coal going out that way if needed. And actually, I could technically get that going right away. So Just trying to help out my future self here as best as I can anyways. Okay, so let's see, we're gonna go architecture, painted beam. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, go up. Oh, I suppose we could go up 4. There we go. That'll get us to the bottom of that. And then conveyor wall mounts. I'm really hoping, because these are offset a little bit, I'm hoping that they still go down correctly. And it looks like they do, so that's good. Alright. So now this one will go over just fine. Sir. Go over to here. Why are you locking onto there? Dude, what are you doing? What is this doing? Why is that an input? Because I made that, I didn't reverse that, that's why. Okay. Sir. Reverse. Thank you. All right. Okay. So that can go there. This, is that gonna, I mean, it's gonna have a little curve in it, but I'm okay with that. Okay. So this is looking okay. Let's get this piece in here and colored. All right. We'll do, actually, let me take out these signs because I don't need them here so much anymore. And then this one down here. Wow, really? Slide. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just trying to save parts here. We'll go with this. Put that there. Additional coal output. Instead of saying extra, I'm going to say additional. Because it sounds better. Okay. So that's going to be our coal coming out, doing its thing where we need it to go. Okay. Okay, so now I need that second coal line to go down over to here, but then I also need to grab that other coal line and run that out that way. Oh, it's gonna be interesting, especially because that is kind of in the way. Hang on. Okay, we can make this work. We can make this work. So if I go over to here, and I line it up with this, and then I run over to here, that will get us out at this level. And then I need to go out to here, and then back up 2, and get rid of these things. Okay, so that's out of the way. Now this coal is kind of all running in the same line, kind of, sort of anyways. And should go in here quite nicely. Nice. Okay. So now that is our second coal line going in. And then we need to run this coal. Let me guess, it's not going to make it all the way through. How much you want to bet? It'll be just short. Just short. Just short. Okay, that's fine. You want to be short? We can be short. It's cool. All right. So now that is our extra going through of the first line. So quick little synopsis here. So our first line is going through here, right? It goes up there through all the machines, and then it ends up coming down through here and then out to the end. And then the second line is going to go through here, up, and then through the machines, and then out over there. So that's kind of how this is working. Okay, so now we can get rid of all of that. Get rid of this, get rid of that. And then replace this guy with a concrete foundation, if it will let me. Sir, can you just, thank you. Okay, so that is all the coal run through, sort of anyways. All right, so now I need to run. What is going on with, wait. Okay, no. All right, so that's, wait, what? 1, 2, that's in the middle, and then 3, 4. So what is this one? I am confused. Okay, so input, so what is that? Why is that there? What are you doing? Like, why are you here? Do you need to be there? No. Are there any others there? No. So why are you the special one? I should say, why were you the special one? Okay. Throwing me off, man. Okay. So now we should be good to go, right? Right, that lines up. And now we just need to line up with all of these. Okay, good to go. And we are over 2 hours, so we will be ending shortly. This is so much easier to line up. Just make it so, so the belt goes right through and you'll be good to go. All right. Look at that. That just looks nice. Okay. Now this is the iron bars going all the way through, so we don't really have to worry about them too much. We just have to connect them all through. And, you know, make sure that they're aligned this way. So I should probably check all of those. And then that should be good to go. Okay. So that is aligned, that is aligned, that is aligned, that is aligned, that is aligned. Yes, I am going to be checking each one of these things, because not having them aligned is going to be an issue. Good, 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 good. And those ones are already set up. Okay. Now, I can run all of these belts through. Let's see, logistics Mark IV. So that goes over to here. This looks like legit, this looks pretty nice. Like that's sitting above this belt. Both of these belts are going into this splitter supposedly, even though they're actually not. I mean, this is one like thing of clipping that I'm actually okay with, which is kind of crazy. But look at that. It just looks nice. Looks super nice. I'm good with that. All right, and we have both of our coal lines coming through as well. Now, our coal for this build is going to end here. But in the future, because we do have so much space on this particular foundation thing that I made, I can build more stuff like up on top if I need to. And like I said, I do have the quartz over there. I think I said this in the last episode, but there is 2 nodes of quartz over there, so we could do something interesting with quartz over here. But yeah, I'm rather happy with that. Like those 2 belts right there, that's nice. That's nice. It's not very often I get to say that. Because otherwise, like most of the time, it's just like me having to deal with something and it's not ideal. But, I mean, hey, it's good. And we only have 79 of these things left. Okay. My dryer is still yelling at me. It's like, dude, you left clothes in here. You gotta come get them. Oh, and something I don't know if you guys know, but you can actually slide in circles. So, like, if you wanna, you know, slide this way, you can like watch the knees move. It's kind of cool. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, if you need to get like around this or something, or hang on, let me go from this side. So we need to get around this somehow, right? Right? Maybe, I don't know, but we can just kind of slide in a half moon circle thing. I don't know. I'm just messing around right now. What are you? What are you? What are you supposed to be, sir? What are you? Houston, we may have a problem. I think that is supposed to go off. Yeah, that's supposed to go off into there. Whoops. Yeah, that's... Oh, that's not where that's supposed to go. Come on, line up. Oh, this is gonna look nasty. I mean, we can make it work, I suppose. Damn it. Okay, so the coal output was supposed to come over this side because the coal output over there has to go into a foundry. So this actually can't be there, because that has to go up into there. And then that is the merger, which doesn't have to go into anything. And then we go with this guy. Dude, what? Sir. Come on now. Oh my god. Okay. Which one changed? That one? Okay. Look. There's a big square hole in the ceiling. I need you to click on that, please. Thank you. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, so we got problems. I'll show you what I mean. So can you kind of see what I'm saying here a little bit? So if our output needs to be over here, and then our output needs to go over there, then our output now needs to go this way, and then turn this way, and then go that way. Because this is our input, and that needs to go after the output here. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. I can make it work. It's not a problem. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go this way. We're going to extend that out to the middle over here. And then line it up with that, which is in that half Is that correct? That looks correct. Okay, so are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Problem solved, crisis averted. And we have now run... Wait, are you actually making steel right now? Well, guess what? It's already making steel. Okay. Also, do I need to run all of these at 100%? I don't think I do. So I need 530, wow, 530 per minute? That's more than I can put on a 480 line. Okay, we can work with this. We'll run it out on 2 480 lines. Those are going to be in the way a little bit. I mean, this one I can have run down this way, I suppose. And then some of these I can have run into here, into mergers. Then as soon as I make it into this one, then because that's in the middle, it's going to have to move over one. So it's going to have to go, that's 1 tick, 2 tick. So it's going to have to run here. No, here, there. To turn we need 2 ticks, right? Right. But the mergers and the splitters are wider than this, so that adds an extra tick. So that'll put us out to like here, which means that that's going to be in the way. Okay. Okay. Potential solution. Actually, no, that could have stayed there, I think. Yeah, we'll keep that there. Okay, so basically we need a little extra room, right? Right. And then we need to combine these together somehow. So we're making 60 per minute, so I can run 8 of these. So that's 480. So then this one is going to have to be 531. So 480, well, 531 minus 480 is 51. But I mean, I might as well just run that as a 60, right? Because I mean, it's the power use difference is not going to be that much. So now the idea here is that we run our mergers under this line here because they're going to be centered roughly on this line. Actually, they will be centered on that line because then that runs directly into there and it works out nicely. And then the last one can go out on its own line, maybe. Or, hold on, I don't want to make this too complicated. And maybe I should leave this for the next episode because we are over 2 hours. We are actually 15 minutes over 2 hours. Okay, so the basic idea here is we're going to be running these tilted walls. And Actually, what does that look like tilted? And that's gonna have to go down 4. We're gonna have to run it off of here. But it's also gonna have to be lifted up a meter. So technically, we're running it off of those. So then if we run off of here, and we rotate, I don't know what I'm doing here. There we go. And then we go down that way, right? Or if I didn't want to do that, I could take that out and do something a little bit more interesting. These do not go at an angle, so it's only the solid that can go at an angle unless you go with the roof, in which case we can go with the 4-meter glass roof. Sir, can you like actually go onto the right side here? Come on. So now you can kind of see down in here, and it also helps me get up here without having to do the slide jump. And then that should give me enough room and then I'm just gonna lay this down here so that way when I do the next episode, which is probably gonna be tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter all that much, but I'm not gonna be completely lost in the sauce. Okay, so we wanna do, what kind of a wall do we wanna do? No, probably this one, right? Yeah. So something like that. But then if I'm going to do that, then all of these need to run out through here. So one of these is going to have to be a 2, the other one's going to have to be a 1. Or I could run this one as a 3 and not use this one. That's probably going to be the best option, honestly. Walls, 3-hole wall. Okay, so then we just won't use this one, and then we can run both lines out through here, and then we'll have our iron bars over here, and then all of that is going to go this way to feed even more machines. And then we will color this guy. And then that should give us enough room underneath to run our mergers right here. Shouldn't clip at all, which is going to be good. And it'll give me a little bit more room to run around under here. And then also it adds kind of like an interesting, you know, look to the whole thing, which I think is, I mean, honestly, with the belt work that I did, I mean, I'm going to have glass there anyways. So having slanted glass in here that not only allows me to see my excellent belt work in here, and then also allows me to get up here because it is a meter taller, I think that's a win on all sides, if I do say so myself. Also, do I have... I do not. It's like, is there any way for this to work with glass? And no, they don't have that. So, yeah. So, I mean, productive episode, I think. Potentially. We got all of our iron bar stuff set up and running. Everything's powered. So we had to go under everything. We did some interesting belt work down here. Not very complicated. We do have some clipping with... Wait, did I not finish? No. It's... Oh. Oh. Well, this is a problem. we gotta fix this. Okay, so we got another couple of minutes going on here. Bear with me. We gotta fix this. Like, I thought that I had the iron like bars like flowing through there, so I thought like I was good. Nope. not even close. And why are you missing a column, sir? Did I delete you by accident? I don't think I did. Okay, so I need you to go here, but it's gotta be like lined up here. Okay, so you're over here, you're over here. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is gonna look terrible. And it's not gonna work. And I'm gonna have some crazy, hang on. Yeah, there's gonna be clipping here. There's no way around it. Yeah, that's gonna go right through that. Oh my god. Wait, unless I bring it down again and then up again, but then that would be kind of redundant. But I would have less clipping, so not redundant. But at the same time, like, why do I care this much? Answer, because you have very mild OCD and your brain will not let you not fix this and make it look pretty. Okay, good to go. At least my brain knows what my issues are. Oh my god. Okay, so this has to go down to here. This has to go from here over onto here, which apparently is no longer there. Okay, so I need to go like from this guy. Sir? Hello? No? Do you not? Okay, there we go. Maybe? Possibly. Potentially. Wait, no, had it? No. Okay. How do I get through to this? Like that, apparently. I am kind of stuck. Okay, slide. There we go. So did you get connected over to where you were supposed to be connected to? Answer, yes. Okay, so you, sir, have to then go down. Okay. This guy. Oh no, I gotta do that one too. Dang it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got this. We got this. We got this. Oh wait, you just did the thing without me having to do the thing. Nice. Okay. And then we need another thing over here. Okay. With another thing. Because, you know, the thing. And yes, am I making fun of our dear President Joe Biden every time I say, you know, the thing? Abso-fucking-lutely I am. Okay. So, are we, I mean, can we sort of, kind of? Are we, you know, the thing? Oh my god, this is terrible. Okay, so we are here. Okay, so 1, 2. Alright, so I need you to be a wall-mounted pipeline support up there. Okay. I need you to go through there. Okay. And I need all of this to be painted. Painted? Painted. Okay, so that is now good. That is already connected through. Now we should... Oh, don't tell me that's going to go straight through that. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, good. I thought it was going to clip into this guy, but it goes right around it. Perfect. Okay. And then I can hear the water going through, so we know that that's good. And now everything's painted. Okay, so are we then good? I think we are. Okay, so now we can say that we hooked up all of the iron bar refineries. We passed through our, well, our iron bars are coming out through here. Cluster 2 coal from over there. And then we're passing all of that under this row of foundations. And then they're getting, turning right here, going through here. And then going up through there, and then also up through this second one. And then the extras from this first line, in case I ever decide to overclock the coal production, will come down through here, which then goes around this guy over to there, and then under the far foundation, over to, if I can not get stuck, please, thank you, over to this riser lift thing here. We have like very little room to move around in here. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Okay, so, and then we're going to have our iron bars, whatever extra is left over, coming out through here, and then our steel bars coming out through here, and then we'll run all three this way. And it's going to be glorious, hopefully. And it'll work, hopefully. There's a lot of hopefullys here. And then let me see what I can do here. And I'm going to leave that open just that way I can, you know, like hop in here in case I need to. But it will be closed off when this is all done. And yeah. So that's what we got. It's definitely going to look interesting. And I think when you're doing things kind of on the fly and you don't have everything like perfectly planned out before you go, like you come up with difficulties and impediments, and then like with what you create to make your way through those actually ends up looking better than what you would have done normally, you know, like without all that stuff. So I think, I don't know, I think like there is some merit to kind of designing on the fly and just kind of seeing what you come up with. But then again, there is also merit with planning everything out and having everything be absolutely perfect every single time, because then you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. But then it just looks like an assembly line, you know, everything's just the same. Whereas like this, it's like, oh hey, there's a little bit of difference here. Like even like building this whole monstrosity here, it's like I knew that this was going through here at like an angle, and I knew that I wanted to line it up with the global locks here. So to explain that, I mean, I'm sure most of you probably know this already, but for those of you that don't, okay, so right, normally you can place this on here wherever the hell you want, right? It's usually how it works. If you hold down Control, it then locks it to a global grid, right? And if you have everything locked to this global grid, and you make sure that all of your, you know, edges are facing the cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, then it doesn't matter where you start on the world, you will always end up. I mean, this does not work with height, obviously. Actually, it might. Maybe it will. I don't know. But as far as like the location of stuff, like if you start like way over there in the swamp biome and you run like this huge bridge thing through the sky and you come over here to something you've already got built, as long as everything is on the global grid, it'll line up. So like I said, I don't know if that works for height, but as far as like your, you know, left, right, up, how do I say this? Like your north, south, east, west? Yeah, not your up and down, but your north, south, east, west will always line up. So that is all I've got. We went way over, so we're at 2 hours and 30 minutes. I did try to figure out some of the glitching here. There is a way to get away from this. Now, obviously, as you get closer, you see less of it. But now that I'm over here, you're going to see it over there, right? So there is a way to deal with that. And the way that you deal with that is... And I know I'm trying to, like, end the thing, but I keep coming up with new things, and it's just like... Ugh. Okay. So let's say that I want to go off of here, right? Now, if you'll notice, this is up ever so slightly off of the ground. Like, let me see if I can zoom in here so you can see kind of the offset here, right? So ever so slight, you do have an offset. So there you go. That's the offset. Now, the interesting thing about that offset, well, and also these things in general, is you can actually place it off of this, right? And let me throw this onto asphalt. Okay. Oh, that did not work. Why did that not work? It's supposed to work. It worked over there. But you place this thing down, and supposedly it lifts it up ever so slightly, and then when you place your next foundation, you do it off of the edge here. Yeah, so it's not liking that anymore for some reason. It's okay with it there, which is weird. But now it's just terrible glitching. I don't know, like it worked before. I don't know why it's not working now. But yeah, that's how you can get this thing set up just a little tiny bit, and then you don't get the visual glitches. Like if I can just go over there real quick. Look at me, wasting more time. Yeah, like over here, like no visual glitches, like all the way down the line, right? Like nothing here. Like you get like a little bit in the cracks, but nothing else, right? And that's because when I placed these, I placed that little platform thing. This one, catwalk crossing. I placed that down first and then placed that, or placed these off of that, so that way it would raise it up ever so slightly. And you can even see it here, right? So you can see that line right there. That is how much it's lifted off, right? You can barely see it, but it's enough to get rid of the visual glitches. So once again, I don't know why it didn't work over there, but that's what I did over here, and that's why you're not getting the visual glitches over here. So I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that, see if I can figure out what went wrong, or if they changed it so it no longer does that. I don't know. But that's all I got. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.